Hey everyone, I wanted to do a quick update as the last full trading week of March is starting and we're starting to see some signs of a proper bounce. And this is all driven, I believe, from the S&P. Last week we had a green close. This was the first green week in like 4 weeks. And now the futures for this week are opening green. And as you can see, this area right here I've marked as an area that I would like to see us flip. So if this flips, potential for a stronger bounce could be in the cards, and it could get into the next few weeks, maybe into April as well. We'll see, because in April we again wait for some announcements about tariffs from Trump. So anything can be expected from Trump and the administration, but I would see a technical reason for a bounce to continue here. So on the weekly, the S&P has broken structure. I've marked this area. We touched this. We dove right deep into it. Actually, we touched this level of support, and now we're flipping around this area here just under this low here that we had in November. And I would say if we're looking for a bounce, probably somewhere into here. And then we'll see, But if we have a lower high, I would believe it will be somewhere around here. So somewhere around 6K or below on the S&P. We could see a lower high form here. And if we don't see this, and maybe, we do something like this and we see the first signs of strength, like maybe we get here and then a higher low here and then continuation, I would say it will give me a little bit more confidence that maybe we will not get another leg down on the indices and, of course, on crypto. And when it comes to crypto, Bitcoin has been behaving pretty much, it's been mirroring the indices right now. On the daily, on the weekly, you can see that, again, we've had this area hold around 80K. We are bouncing from it, and now we're actually quite close to this range right here that we've always had for already several months. And it's going to be very important because we are having, like, even on the 4-hour, we're having this grind here. Let me just zoom in so you can see it better. We held this level around 80. And then since then, we've been pretty much just, higher highs, higher lows on the lower time frames. And we've been grinding upwards towards this level. This, in a way, is good, honestly, because if we have had like a quick reaction, and we just had like a quick bounce, like we did here on the announcement of the strategic Bitcoin reserve. And the potential, I believe, for reversing from here from resistance is much higher. But now, since we're just grinding towards this level, I would just want to wait and see what happens. Because, as I said, a lot of uncertainty in the season and so on and so on. But I would say that now I'm just a little bit more bullish than before. My overall bias is still bearish, and we need to first get into this area, and then I would say also this area right here around 96 to 100 is very, very key. But if we flip it, that I've been talking about this, if we just manage to break within here and flip it, I would say this will flip me a lot more bullish than I've been. And we gotta wait and see here, because this could take a while. This might not even happen like projected here. I could see us just chopping around here, not making even new lows, just getting into several months of just grind somewhere in here. I can totally see this until skies are clear, and maybe we don't get like negative catalysts, not only positive catalysts, but negative catalysts. If we don't see any, I could just see us grind here through the summer. But that actually, I believe, will be bullish. So be prepared to just get bored. And I would say be prepared to stay flexible on the markets, because I've had a strong bearish bias, and I still do. But if we start seeing change in the structure here, I would be quite quick to flip bullish. On the other hand, while I'm bearish, I took a trade here on Solana. Now it's starting to work. It's been taking a while, this one, but very clean setup. Just reclaim of this weekly level, and now it's starting to accelerate. I would look to take profit somewhere in this area, like 145 to 150. Then I'll just hold for it, and let's see what happens here if we get there. Because again, it's looking like a breakdown from this level around 180 to me, and we got to the next level down, which was 130, and now we're bouncing. So we got to see what happens here in this area around 180 if we get there, of course, because again, this could chop the hell out from 4 months here. Maybe this could happen again. I believe this will be bullish if this range holds, but for now I'm just playing one move at a time, like this one, and I'm just patiently waiting to see what happens. Other than that, on the crypto side, I don't really see that many trades cooking. One that's I need to keep on watch, because I'm still discussing with myself what should I do with this, is Ethereum, obviously. But Ethereum is now reclaiming like the 2K area. It's really messy around here. I would say I would use just 2K as the emotional big level to look for, to reclaim and potentially accelerate towards this here. So 2.8, somewhere around here for a first trouble area. But I would just draw it like this, because otherwise if you get into the detail, like the closes are messy everywhere. Like here the wicks, here another one, and it's like this entire area around 2.2 to 2K. It's tricky to really make a judgment where we could flip this into support potentially. But I would just use 2K as a general area. And I'm honestly not interested in trading ETH. And one of the main reasons for this is that, first of all, this has been terrible underperformer compared to most other cryptos, but also even on the ETH beta side, like Aave has been one, has been massively outperforming Ethereum. Just look at this chart. This is ETH divided by Aave, and you can see that since, June of last year, Aave has been massively outperforming Ethereum. And it's crazy because usually what those charts look like is something like this. Yes, an altcoin should outperform if the main asset is doing well, but when the main asset is not doing well, usually the better plays like Aave are not doing at all well. But this hasn't been the case, because this has been driven also by a little bit different narratives. Like this is a US based token, maybe it's some love from the government, whatever. But this is usually what you see with slight acceleration to the upside. But on the downside, we should see something similar, that if Ethereum is underperforming, Aave is more underperforming, let's put it this way. However, you can see that it hasn't been the case, and Aave has been ripping. And that's why I would encourage you, if you're interested if you believe like there's a ETH place somewhere, I would encourage you to look maybe for alternatives like Aave. And this one is actually also quite interesting here. I haven't taken a trade here. I've just marked out my areas. There was potentially a trade, but since as I told you, like I'm not looking to trade Ethereum, but there was a very clean setup here. Let me just go back on the weekly. So we touched this area around 160. We didn't close above it. We consolidated on the daily. We kind of curb this strong sell-off that we had, lower highs, lower lows. Technically, we still haven't broken bullish structure, but I think these are the first signs of this. And the very first sign was somewhere around here if you jump to the 4 hour. So we basically held the level, and suddenly we have shift in structure. So this was a little bit higher than this, and then we had a higher low here, higher high here, and potentially somewhere around here that was probably one of the best risk to reward entries. Targeting obviously 155 probably as a stop loss, and then new highs. I'm still waiting and seeing mode, since I do have exposure on Solana, and I'm not keen on getting too much risk on right now. But this seems to be playing perfectly off this little trend line here, and we got the 4 hour closes above, and now it's looking like it's starting to accelerate. It's not a trade that I'll take here, because this is like 10%, 20% risk for potential like 20 to 30 maybe percent gains. It's just I just don't like the risk to reward. But maybe there's some other trades out there that meet your criteria, and you could potentially see this. But I would definitely encourage you, just look for some setups. I'm not personally going to overexpose myself right now, but I do look. I'm just monitoring a few things and seeing maybe if we get a nice little run. Plume is another one that I'm looking into. This got some good news. It's a real world asset token. It's clean, that's why I like it. There's no history here, and it's been consolidating. Had an announcement pop on Binance investing in them, and now it's just hovering around this level. So maybe if we get a little bit lower to this level and confirm it one more time as support. Actually, we did this just in the hour. Okay, I missed that. Okay, last few hours, it's been like a little reaction. So this is actually quite bullish. I haven't seen this candle because I didn't look in the last hour or two of the charts, but this is actually quite bullish that it's holding up. So I would say it makes sense if you want to add more risk, like 16% for a potential, much higher target on a lower market cap token that doesn't have a bunch of back holders and have some kind of a narrative with Binance investing in them. I don't think it's a terrible trade, this one. So that's everything for this update, guys, and let me know if you have any questions.